Boxing King Media, powered by BYD. Mr. Lawrence Okolie out here in London. Does it feel good to be back home? Obviously, you spend all your time in Dubai. How does it feel when you're back in London?
It's cold. Yeah. But no, like I said, it is good. I'm going to go see my mum now. My brother's here. Good to see him in person. He's gained a little bit of weight, but, you know, it's good. It's good.
I don't think he'll be too pleased about you saying that, but you know, when you do come back, though, what's it like when you go back to, you know, where you're from, where you grew up and stuff?
Yeah, it's always good. Always good. You know, I get a lot of love, obviously, where I grew up, because I know everyone there. But yeah, I just think coming back to England is always nice. The work up in Manchester, not so nice. Hard work, but it's good.
Manchester, you're settling in with Joe Gallagher now. I think it's your second or third camp with him. So are you going to do most of this training camp in Manchester, or are you going to go back to Dubai? Or?
I think we're going to go back. I think he's got a few fighters boxing on in the Middle East. I think he's got someone on the 21st of December. So we might go and do the camp out there, pop back, win this fight, and then just go and enjoy the 21st.
You signed with Frank Warren. I think it's the first time I've spoken to you since you signed with Frank. So was there a specific reason you ended your partnership with Ben Shalom, or was it just a better offer, or what was it?
Yeah, I just think it's opportunity based. You know, I think with this one, we've got a hard fight here in front of us. God willing, you know, make it look easy. And then after that, as you said, 2025, you know, I've been a 2-weight world champion, and it's not hard to position you in a position to get a world title shot, and if I'm good enough, I'll become 3-weight world champion. So yeah, we're good to go.
What's Frank promised you? And obviously he's delivered for a lot of the fighters that he's signed up, even guys that have come back from losses. You know, he's shown, history proves that he's like Denzel Bentley, who's just come back from 3 losses and he's still fighting top of the cards.
Just more millions and opportunity. That's it. I kind of look at it and I say, I've won world titles, but the heavyweight world title, do you know what I mean? That's the one. It doesn't matter what walk of life you're in, you know about the heavyweight world title. So an opportunity to win that. And the fact is, there's an actual real opportunity to win it. You've got Usyk, Tyson Fury, both probably nearing the end of their careers, not wanting to maybe hold on to all the belts. The belts become vacant. And then the crop just underneath, everyone's similar level, similar experience. And it means the same to all of us. So yeah, it's an opportunity to really go in there and do it.
Frank's got loads of heavyweights, and you know that crop you spoke about there, the next bunch of heavyweights. Which one do you think will be the one that you're gonna potentially is going to be your biggest nemesis? Who do you rate the most from your own competitors now?
That's a good question, actually. I think Dan, obviously, because stylistically he's a hard fight.
Below Dan?
Huh?
Below Dan?
Bit lower down than that. Well, Fabio's on a good run of form now. I don't think I'd ever box Moses, but Moses is probably the one that I look at the most and say, that one there is good. Nemesis, not Nemesis, like as in like, oh man.
The one that you think I could see a rivalry.
I do believe I'm going to win a world title next year and then go on. But I think that the ones coming up that are going to be dominant are probably going to be like, we'll see how Moses gets on in this next fight, but Moses, and there's a couple people that I think we're not aware of that are, for Jobeleov, you know, the guy from, he just won Olympic gold, but he's 17 or not. There's people that we don't know of that are going to come through. That's the one I think I'm saying his name wrong. So it's those type of guys I think are going to do well. But I'm just focused on myself getting it done.
Fair play. I was just thinking, you know, you said your brother's put on weight. I'd like to know if he's put on more or if you put on more. Because you don't forget, you put on a couple of stone, haven't you?
Yeah. So I'm probably like 115. I'm 115 currently. So that's about 25 kilos since last year. So yeah, we're putting on. But I'm going to lose a little bit and get down to like 109.
Your opponent, I've seen the only loss he's got on his record against Zan Kasabutski. I was watching him a few years ago. Really good fighter, but I know he lost recently. But that's the only loss he's got on his record. So it looks good on paper. What are you going to do to him on the 7th of December?
I believe I'm going to land I'm not sure which one, but I think I'm going to land a straight right and stop him. Like I don't think it'll be one shot and he goes to, but I think it'll be. I'm gonna drop him a good few times and get the fight over and done with. I need to show these heavyweights. You know what I mean? Like I'm punching. So it's about being athletic, fast, precise, and then very, very hard to hit as well. Like that's what I'm planning on being. See you later. Oh, that's the guy there, and I was waiting. Yeah, cheers. Well,
He's just talking about he's going to knock you out, mate.
Yeah, well, that's the name of the game, though, isn't it? But like I said, even that sort of stuff, he's going to walk onto a big shot. So I think he's definitely, one of these heavyweights that just thinks Lawrence he's a cruiserweight moving up. He's going to find out. But yeah.
That's what I love about boxing. You're just talking about how you're going to knock him out, and he's walking past saying goodbye to you. You couldn't make it up, could you?
Nice, all one game. He was doing this to me as well. He was when we were at the thing, he was touching me slightly, and I was just like, I know what you're doing, but I'll show you.
Soften you up.
Never soften. Not even. There's partly that, but then it's also like trying to assert himself. Like little pushes and little hard touches. Yeah, I'm bit like okay. We'll see.
I want to ask you. You've had the pleasure of working with some great coaches. What's Joe Gallagher added to your game? Obviously, you've ended up being with Shane as well.
Yeah, I think his application, being very specific on what I need to do, and also he keeps the fear factor going. Mate, if you're not careful this, then you have to do that, and it keeps me switched on and sharp. And I look forward to seeing what it's going to do this one, because we know this guy. This guy's going to come out, he's going to give it his best shot. So if I'm explosive and fast, I'm going to get the knockout. So those are the main things. Yeah.
Last question I've got for you. I was debating with Dominic Engles the other day about fighter.
Oh, sorry. He needs to get over it. He really, I'm telling you, like.
What's his issue with you? I don't know.
Genuinely, the only thing I could think of is when I boxed his fighter and I stopped him. And then obviously he failed the drugs test and blah, blah, blah. So I know where it is, but he needs to calm down, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, just focus on getting the stable back together. I mean, you've had a great career as a coach. Has he got any fighters at the moment?
I think he's more down the diet and nutrition side of things. He does that a lot more now.
I won't comment
maybe
on that.
Maybe I can hook you guys up.
I don't want his diet plan. Do you know what I mean? I don't want it. But I wish him all the best, generally. Do you know what I mean? He could get back into boxing. He's had some great fighters. We don't want to see the Engel thing die with him. Come back. You still got what it takes, honestly.
Well, the debate we was having was about fighters coming from money, and basically I was trying to say Chris Eubank Jr.'s potentially come from money. So it's harder to come from money than it is like coming from nothing, basically. Like Kambalattan's a recent example as well. So do you think that matters from your own personal experiences and also what you've seen in the game? I've always got deep questions.
Sorry, it's a good one. Yes and no, because you look at someone like Chris Eubank Jr., and when he was young, you'd think that he didn't have a penny. Because if you remember how he used to fight, he used to be savage from round one, conditioning, ready to go. So you can't say that coming from money stops you from, let's say, being a good boxer. But I think if you're boxing because your dad wants you to box, I think it's a bit tougher. Because you're like, well, I don't really need to do this. I'm only doing it to make my dad proud. But if it's really in you, it's in you. So yeah, that's what I'd say on that one.
Fair play, Lawrence. I'll let you go, brother. All the best.
Cheers,
I'll see you soon. Yeah,
Cheers.
Take care.